There you are, you're in the Carabet Cab, and we do jazz that's silly, witty, and wacky in the Carabet Cab. But you wanted to hear a little bit of the Enophile anthem, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay, so here's what's happening there. You're in a hot air balloon floating over the Napa Valley. And it's a sunny Sunday morning, and you've got your little flute of champagne, of course. And there's a fellow in the gondola with you who's going to point out to you some wineries. Just as you start to come over the Mayacamas Mountains down into the valley, he says, pay attention, if you look down below, I'll point out to you 77 Napa Valley wineries. He says, and as a matter of fact, here they come now. Carneros Creek and Tuloke, Bolia and Zatila. There's Diamond Creek and Chapelet, Chateau Montelena, Robert Pecota, Lambourne family, Rutherford Grove and Fremont Abbey, Madrigal, Elise, Ancien. There's Reverie, Signorello Beringer, and Dutch Henry, Monticello, Mount Feeder. I see Chimney Rock, Vander Hayden, Opus One, Barons and Hitchcock, Needham, Coppola, Terra Valentine, Casa Nuestra, Del Nato, Paradigm, Varela Park, Chateau Hotel, Cornell, Saint-Superi. And just then, a densely, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be here all week.
That was amazing.
Yeah, well, there's more to it, see? As a matter of fact, all the wineries are listed right here in the, this is the insert that comes with the, inside the CD. And that's why I listed all the wineries and all the rest of the funny lyrics. Because, of course, I feature jazz that's silly, witty, and wacky. And that's the whole point of the thing, you see what I'm saying? And the balloon continues to go along, and then the guide says, now watch out, if you can find a little room in the gondola here, pair off, see if you can't do a little box step, because we got a little salsa action coming up here in a second. And while you're doing that dance, we're gonna pass over about another 25 or 30 wineries. He says, here they're coming right now. Let me see. Here we go. Yeah. Santuing, Recushi and Retti, Tres Sabores, Artesatse, La Misera y Paloma, Villa Adriana, Mayacamas, Peju, Trefethen, Domain Charbe, Saddleback, Luna Dolce and Plumjack, Monstrasser, Farniente Valentine, Freisinger, Robert Mondavi, Silverado Hill, Archer Martucci, Trintero, Stony Hill, Vanessa Reed, Foley Arthur, Truchan and Cuvée Song. And just then the basket floats gently back to earth, and you've just floated over the top of 77 Napa Valley wineries.
Nice.
See how that works? But I do jazz that's silly, witty, and wacky, kids. Oh yeah, like this one about my Aunt Peg. Now, my Aunt Peg was a normal person when I first met her, but when she got into her mid-40s, she developed menopause, and she freaked out because she really couldn't handle the fact that her body was changing. Now, every time I see her, I'm like, why does my Aunt Peg have a mustache on her face? She doesn't even know it's there. It's such a big disgrace. She used to be quite beautiful and lovely to see, but lately she looks manlier than me. I'm telling you, lately she looks manlier than me. You know, it's right under her nose, just above her cigarette, and we're a bit concerned about how big that thing might get. It's really quite disturbing. Confusion is valid. She's got Paris Hilton's body, but the face of Jean Shalit. Oh, why does my Aunt Peg have a mustache on her face? She doesn't even know it's there. It's such a big disgrace. And normally a thing like that would be okay with me, but there's food in there from 1993. Yes, there's food in there from 1993. It frightens all the children. Her husband's really scared. We don't know what to call it. Is she follically impaired? For now there's hair inside her arms and sticking out of her pants. She's not like other women, except the ones from France. Ah, yes. Aunt Peg is quite a character. But you're listening now to number 7. First one we heard is number 3. But there are 15 altogether, and it's all professional jazz musicians, as you can easily hear. And of course I do jazz that's silly, witty, and wacky. What else would I do in the Cabaret Cab? And there's all the fun lyrics, like I said before. But you know, Aunt Peg is an interesting case study, but you know, she's got hair down to her ankles, which we're used to that, but what's really troubling now, she's now developed a bald spot on her elbow. It's not a good spot. Why does my Aunt Peg have a mustache on her face? She doesn't even know it's there. It's such a big disgrace. And normally her face was as smooth and soft as silk, but now we always know when she's had milk. Oh yeah, now we easy to tell when she's had milk. You know, my aunt's a freak of nature. My God, she's a mess. When she tries to kiss me, I vomit on her dress. Seems that her whole body's just covered up with fur. So now she's like Chewbacca, except without the... Make your own Chewbacca sound there. Why does my Aunt Peg have a mustache on her face? She doesn't even know it's there. It's such a big disgrace. She used to be quite beautiful and lovely to see, but lately she looks manlier than me. I said lately she looks manlier than me. Oh yeah, well, there's a bald spot on her elbow. Eat your heart out, Frida Kahlo. Where's her suit to cover her suit? That's H-I-R-S-U-T-E. Just a trim, takes plenty of loot. And then for shampoo, uses Head and Shoulders on her head and shoulders. She looks manlier than me. He uses it on her back. She looks manlier than me. Oh yeah. That's what we do in a Cabaret Cab, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.